has a screw-on cup, which makes me a little bit skeptical, because usually when you find wine that have not got corks, you might consider the wine not to be so good. Nevertheless, you never know. I have had many times wine with screw caps, and the wine was actually impressive. So, what do you think? Should we open this bottle? Let's do it. This specific variety is so interesting. I mean, it's a good job that they exported it to Chile from France, because it grows better in a warm climate. Let's see. Let's do this. So another factor, just to recap, to keep in mind, is when tasting wine, when examining the wine. We've mentioned this obviously before, but I just want you to really keep this in mind. So use your vision, your scent, and your palate to taste the wine. Yeah, I mean, I was expecting this, because Carmenere always is like a bright red color, kind of ruby. Yeah, it seems fairly young. It's from 2018, 2 years old. You don't really want to age Carmenere wine, so it's better if you drink them while they're young. So anything between the same year that it has been harvested and let's say, well, 2 to 3 years, it's okay. But don't keep this bottle for 10 years. You'll completely destroy the wine. Let's make him dance a little bit. Yeah, it's very, very, very interesting nose. Very, very interesting nose. I mean, maybe it's not for me. I'm not crazy about the scent,